First day at my vet work. I'm not going to lie, it actually is demanding. I'm beginning to realize that maybe, just maybe, I'm not meant to be working. I'm just meant to look good. And that's it. But yeah, we need to finish some stuff and I need to look for what an Excel is. So I'm still figuring out what an Excel is because I have no idea what an Excel is. Well, I finally figured out what an Excel was. It is that instrument that is used to cut up wood. Now, you may be wondering, what the hell am I doing here with a plastic and an Excel? So I was given a project that I supposed to do. I supposed to create a winding machine, technically to wind wires that the company that I was working for supposed to use, since we're dealing with a long meters of wires that's supposed to be wounded at a specific measurement. Now they asked for a prototype of the instrument that I'm supposed to come up with. So I had to deal with the engineering part of it. I had no idea. This was literally my first day. I sat down, I had to design what this thing is going to be about, how this thing is going to look like, how the concept is going to come up with, and all those things. So I worked on this idea that I had in mind, and I was like, cool, let me actually try to, uh, you know, work out this plastic thing that I had. I tried cutting out of a Excel, but it took so much time. So I just asked one of the workers there to help me, you know, uh, kind of like blend the plastic or to remove that top of the plastic much faster if they had like a better equipment that can deal with that. So they had it and we went there to work with it and it came out perfect, at least the way I wanted it to. Now I was just trying to figure out this idea that I had and try to work my way around this idea that I had. And the machine's supposed to be automated, so the automation part I'm going to deal with it way much further along the week. But during my first day, this is technically what I was working on. So trying to mix ideas, combine ideas, and it took more hard labor because it was a prototype, and I had to come up with this prototype. Yeah.
Okay, come, let's go downstairs.
Right.
See, I think we could possibly get away with using this. You can just bring the.
Oh yes, I did go finish.
But we go.
Never literally been in a place whereby they manufacture electrical components or anything related to the degree that I do, like to electrical engineering. So I've never done any practical work. So just having the ability to actually do practical work related to my field filled me with excitation because I was like, well, I can put two and two together. I can actually understand what electrical engineering is all about, even a glimpse of what my degree is all about and having a contribution to actually see what I can do. So vocational work so far, I'm enjoying it. Not gonna lie, I'm definitely enjoying it and I can't wait to explore more, to see more and to learn more. So I'm just literally opening my mind to just learn new information, to apply new to apply what I'm learning into reality and see how it's actually going to look like. And on the first hour, actually not the first hour, like once I came here, my supervisor already gave me a task and a project to deal with, and I was like, I don't know where to start, man. I literally do not know where to start. I was like, no, actually, don't be shy, ask a question. I said, ask a question, okay, what you want me to do? What should I engage on? Like, what is the idea that you actually want it to look like? And then after chatting with him, I actually got a better understanding of what I'm supposed to do. So I jumped in and started designing like the prototype, like drew a couple of designs, illustrated to him, showed him, like, okay, cool, this is design number one. He's like, okay, now not necessarily practical. We went over it, so okay, cool. I did other designs to like show him again. He was like, nah, this is nothing. Up until I had my final design and the ideas started really kicking in. I was like, okay, cool, this design seems more practical, and I went into it, started testing it, started building it, took time, and I used home equipment, which kind of like almost created an issue, but I managed to fix it. And yeah, so the prototype is done. And I actually had to play with wood and all those things. It was so interesting. I never thought I would do that. But yeah, doing it. Doing it indeed. Wow. Um, I'm so excited, like a child, I'm telling you. But yeah, can't wait to see how the journey, all the 2 weeks end up looking like. So like yeah. In my second day, I was looking into how the prototype was performing and fixing some stuff that I needed to. So right now I'm just testing the speed, because one thing that I had to do was to control the speed at which the winding is going to happen, so that it's not too fast or too slow, and so that the individual who's going to operate the system knows or is able to regulate the speed. Initially, the only way I was controlling the speed was by adjusting the amount of voltages I was providing to the entire system, because I made use of a motor, and I just used like simple circuitry whereby if you increase or decrease voltages supplied to the motor, therefore you're increasing or decreasing the speed at which the motor is going to rotate. That was like the easiest step, but I was also looking into how to maneuver that and how to incorporate that into a more digital approach. And voltage seems easier in the sense whereby if I had to use an Arduino, then controlling voltages digitally becomes simple, because I could just fix the amount of voltage and then regulate the amount of voltage which is applied to the motor through the use of a digital system. And therefore here I just look into how to do that and maneuvering my way and working my way out of that, and just understanding how the entire thing is going to come together. So we're given a task to just rearrange these pico boxes together. After that, we're supposed to collect components and reassemble some cables together. So we went down there to collect those components, and then now we're going up to the office so that we can make or assemble those cables and connect those particular wires that we're going to use in our next project. So here I am just following the instruction in the booklet that I was given to try to connect those cables together in a ways that they wanted it to be connected. So I had to use specific colors that they've requested, and yeah, and that was pretty much the task for the second day. Not so hectic, just multiple different tasks that we're kind of involved into. Yeah. So, day three. And today I'm actually working on building a charging system for recharging the lithium batteries for uh, the powering brick that we're actually constructing. And there's just a lot of learning, especially understanding things such as constant current, constant voltage, and the implication of that. And just also understanding mechanisms such as, for example, or say like over voltage or like over currents and stuff. So like, yeah, that's what I'm kind of like dealing with right now. And then I think that's it. And understanding like what they mean by overcurrent and over voltage, and just the implication of those things and what to actually do with them, and how to also build like protection mechanism for a charging system, especially like if you want to have a charging system for particular batteries. They also need a protection system for current overflow, or even for surges like voltage surges or voltage spike, and how to build those protective systems to protect your load, like the load that you're trying to charge, right? So the batteries in this case. And yeah, just a lot of learning to do, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm like enjoying the process so far. I think it's exciting, and day three. And funny enough, next week I'm going to be writing my test. Well, it's going to be a practical test. I have to like assemble something. I'm not sure what I have to be dealing with, so I can't wait for that, and I can't wait to vlog it. And yeah, catch you. And here we are trying to charge up the batteries. So it's just kind of like laying down the component that we're going to require in order for us to charge these batteries. Those huge bars are resistors, and we're trying to look for ways in which we're actually going to line up the component we have so that the batteries are charged at its maximum, you know. And therefore the best way we could do so, it was by using parallel connections, because in parallel connections we do not necessarily divide voltage are the same everywhere, so it ensures that each and every single batteries receives the same amount of voltages, which is quite significant, especially when you're dealing with lithium cells batteries, and especially at this large amount of batteries that we're dealing with. And therefore we're just kind of like trying to figure that out and looking into the data sheets and seeing how to actually make those particular connections. Just not as simple as it sounds. Cool, I know it's parallel connection. What can go wrong with parallel connection? You may ask that, but it was really not as easy as we thought, because you're supposed to also like look at the right resistance that we kind of use, looking at all these particular like little things and little details, and if you miss it, the battery is actually not going to be able to charge properly or efficiently. And as I mentioned before, you need to look into constant current and also the constant voltage of battery, because the battery charges as those two different stages, and the understanding of those particular stages, how much constant current are we supposed to supply to the battery, and how much constant voltage can we also supply to the battery, so that the battery can charge up at its most efficient way. And yeah. day 4, and right now I'm just working on connecting a power break. Yeah, I'll say that everything so far is going smooth, no complaint at all. The work has been quite enticing, and today it was just like a lot to know and how the connections are actually made inside a powering break. And yeah, I'm just gonna be waiting for my supervisor to come and check what I've done so far and to see if it's actually good. I think I may show it to you, I guess. I'm not sure if I did a good job. I think I did a good job. I know I did a good job. All right. So technically this was what I was working on, making these particular connections and just making sure that the connections are actually pretty well done. There are some parts which I'm missing that I need to finish up, so I'm gonna do that right now, because like final product must look something close to this, but not necessarily. But yeah, we're just gonna see how those things end up looking like when we put them all together and test them. So there were components that we were supposed to solder, so we went to the soldering room and tried to solder up those particular components. And this is me and Koketo just working on our soldering and whatnot. I'm about to be done, and I'm not going to lie, I've been up and down the entire day, but hopefully I finished just on time. Yeah, so right now I am so we just made a mistake in the connection that we're doing, so I'm just getting some cables and stuff so that I can actually go and fix it. Hopefully it doesn't take me as much times as I hope it to not take me, but yeah. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to be taking it right here though. I need some fork type. I'm going for the red fork type. I'm not exactly sure if. Oh, you wanna say shit? So this right here is what I need, but now the issue is that we use the red. No, use the blue one. But now we have to change to red because the thing that we're actually dealing with is not that big. Well, we are going to see. Anyways. Do not trust your vet engineers. They don't know what they're doing. Watch out. Nah, see. Oh, wait. We don't even know where we're going, you see? Soon, yeah, I can go home. I can go home. Yeah. So technically what we're doing today is just we're trying to fix the multimeter because, you know, we're experimenting and something went kaboom. After all this years,
you know what you know what that is? Huh? What have you been past?
Imagine.
After all the shades, we can't measure current. Embarrassing.
Goes that quick.
Imagine.
You honestly don't think about it until now.
Imagine. This thing is crazy. Okay, see if we change this thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Do the fuse. The fuse.
There we go.
And the current is changing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about it. Okay, never connect the multimeter in current.
When you measuring currents.
When
Now
you're
you know.
measuring current, now you know.
So on this day we received some components in which we have purchased. I also received my Hall effect sensor. I'm supposed to use it in the winding machine prototype that I was building. Remember earlier on I mentioned it on day one. Yeah, so the entire thing became way too complex and my time was coming to a door.
So right now, like my project just became way too complicated. I have to initialize the design that I'm working with for the past week, and every single thing is just so hard right now. I don't know why. I got the sensor that I was looking for, so I just have to implement the sensor and see how it's actually performing and the type of result that I'm able to get and able to generate, and then take it from there. And also I spent like the entire time trying to figure out why a certain thing was not working, and then all this time it was just my my breadboard. So there was an issue with my breadboard and not necessarily the type of circuit that I created. So I redesigned I don't know how many times my circuit so that I could get it to work, and it never did, just so that it can be continuity within my breadboard. It was really annoying, but yeah, stay tuned. So right now I've been waiting for my result to be published from the school, and they be taking their precious time. I'm not gonna lie, I do not want to think about it, so I've just been focusing on my work and finishing it up because I'm leaving. My work ends tomorrow since I'm about to start school next week Monday. Yeah, I don't know how to feel. At the same time, I know I've paused, I'm certain of it. I know I haven't failed, but I just want to see my result to just confirm if indeed, you know, I made it through. I know I did. But we'll see. We'll see how everything turns out. I'm just waiting to hear from others that the result has been released, that they got in touch with it. And then after that, we're just gonna see how like everything just ends up being. I've been waiting throughout the day for the result to be out, and I just got a message on my WhatsApp telling me that results are out. I literally do not know how to feel about this. I'm shaking right now. Like I'm literally shaking right now. I don't know how to feel about this entire thing. But we're going to see, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to open up. Yo, like it's okay. Like it's okay. It's fine. That's just results. They literally are just results. Like they are just results, you know. Nothing else. Yeah, so going to my self-service portal to see to just check. Oh my god. We got this. Yeah, we got this. View grade. Okay, professional. 2024. if I press continue, I'm gonna see my result, right? Like, I know I passed. I don't know why I'm scared. I literally don't know why I'm scared, because I know I've indeed passed. I don't know how I passed though, but let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my god. 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 Wow. I made it. They must actually pretty good. I passed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.